Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie and thank you for joining me in today's video. Today I'm so excited to share with you my curated lineup of shades that I think perfectly embody the characteristics of Capricorn. Now Capricorns are an earth sign, they are very grounded, serious, hardworking, ambitious, all the characteristics that you want to be, to emulate as a person. And I feel that these shades will give you that energy once you paint them on your nails. Now, without further ado, let's get into the swatches. The first shade that I have is OPI's Cave The Way, which came out in their fall collection and was one of the few shades I actually really liked. I immediately thought it would work so well for Capricorn because Caps are very serious kind of signs. Not to say that they aren't fun or that they're boring, but their usual no-nonsense kind of attitude reminds me of deep charcoal grays, and the silver shimmer in this one reminds me of their steely attitude, especially when they get really serious. So a shade like this perfectly captures how powerful and honestly even intimidating Capricorns can be. But I totally love this and think this is such a badass kind of shade. I feel like I said that in my initial review, but I don't know. These types of charcoal grays just really remind me of Capricorn so much. The next shade that I picked was Ave Volcanic, which recently came out, and I knew this was the perfect espresso brown shade to represent all the coffee that a Capricorn consumes. Honestly, it's probably what flows through their veins. So if you're a Capricorn, please let me know, how many cups of coffee do you drink? And how do you drink your coffee? Because I feel like most of the Capricorns I know will just drink it black, and that is so wild to me. I could never do that. But jokes aside, this shade also embodies their element, which is earth. It's such a deep and grounding shade with an insanely opaque formula that I honestly find so comforting. It's something reliable you can always turn to, just like a Capricorn. I know some people think browns are boring, but I honestly love how sophisticated they are. Next, I grabbed Cirque's Empire State of Mind, a super deep and sultry red that I thought was perfect both for its name and color. Capricorns are known for their hard work and ambition, and what's more ambitious than living in New York, especially in this economy? They're definitely the sign that can get it done. I love that the shade was also a deep red too, because it's perfect for January's birthstone, garnet. I think we've all heard about how powerful a red mani can be, but there's something just so dominating about a deep red like this one. I would honestly say that this is my #1 shade for Capricorn, again for the combination of the name and the color. My only gripe that has nothing to do with Capricorns at all is just the skinny brush in this one. I feel like Capricorns would want and deserve a wide brush for flawless application. Again, I think a powerful color like red is perfect for a powerful sign like Capricorn, but I feel like you wouldn't really expect Caps to love red, so let me know if you do or not. Next up, we have one that I recently reviewed. This is Painted Polish's FEELIN Mighty Pine, a deep emerald green jelly with gold reflective glitter. I love a deep green for Capricorn because, again, it's very earthy while not being brown. But honestly, the main reason that I grabbed this one was because the green and gold just reminded me of money. Again, tying back to Cap's ambitious nature. I feel like most Capricorns can end up in higher up corporate positions, and honestly, they're some of the best signs for those types of jobs. My Libra brain could never do that. But also, I just learned that emerald is apparently January's 2nd birthstone. I had no idea. So if you don't like garnet or red nails, I think this is such a perfect alternative. And lastly, I have Mooncat's Sunken Splendor, which was my nod to their symbol being a sea goat. I think most people just think of a mountain goat when thinking of Capricorn because of their drive to keep climbing to the top, but traditionally they're actually half fish. So I thought that this shade from the Expedition Atlantis collection was such a perfect polish to reference not only the sea, but also how far a Capricorn would dive deep for some treasure. I know, I'm kind of making it seem like they're materialistic or money hungry or something. Maybe they can be in a negative kind of trait, but I think most Capricorns are very level-headed, and there's nothing wrong with going after that bag, So yeah, I really love this one. So that wraps up my polishes that I picked out for Capricorn season. I'm so excited to hear what you think of these shades because initially I was drawn to a lot of earth tones like browns and greens, but I thought that might have been a little too boring, and even though I do have a pretty big majority of them here, I'm still glad that I went through my collection to kind of mix it up a little bit. Throwing in that red for garnet was just a perfect addition of color, and I really liked going with some sparkly green shades with the hints of gold to kind of, hint to the money that Capricorns love rolling in. But yeah, I actually really love this lineup, and I just really love how these represent Capricorns and how complex they actually are. So hopefully you enjoyed this as well. Leave me any and all thoughts that you have down below, but thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!